Hey little bunnies, how's my bunny army doing? I hope you're doing well. Check out my new eye patch. Tell me if you like this one or the other one more in the comments down below. Heart patch or regular patch? I'm curious. So yeah, a lot of people have been asking me to do a video on Marilyn Manson since he's such a big inspiration to me, so I figured this is as good a time as any. Um, Marilyn Manson, I discovered him when I was, let's see, 13. Um, and I'm 19 now. So it's been quite a few years. I loved him instantly, and when I started getting into the more dark look and everything, the more alternative looks, I really started to listen to his music more, and it just spoke to me. It just kind of spoke to me, and his music is very poetic. The lyrics I felt just really worked for me, and I felt like, here it is, this music that I had been looking for. This was poetry that I had been looking for in music for a long time. And it just really worked out. It really made me want to hear more. And he's just huge inspiration to me, both with his look and his music. His music inspires a lot of my artwork, actually. A lot of my very strange artwork. I have been able to just sit down at times and just paint or draw, listen to Marilyn Manson, and come up with the strangest things. And I don't do any drugs, so that's all natural. All the weird stuff that comes out of my art is very natural. It just kind of comes off the top of my head as I listen to his lyrics. So he really inspires a lot of parts of my life. When I started getting into the more alternative look and dressing that way, the first look that I probably grabbed onto was Marilyn Manson's look. I had dyed my hair black. I had started wearing the deep blue eyeshadow and huge ringlets around my eyes and the pure red lips and everything. And it really worked for me. I really liked it. Looking in the mirror and just seeing that and everything and being like, yeah, this is awesome. So that alternative look really kind of shaped in a lot of ways what I have come to be. So his look is just it's very outrageous and it's very intriguing to me. His lyrics spoke to me because they're very deep, and I always see the very romantic side of his lyrics, despite them being, very dark, very morbid. I see the very romantic parts of it instead. My very favorite song by Marilyn Manson is Putting Holes in Happiness. And the reason that's my favorite song is, a lot of people look at it as, well, it's a very depressing song, or it's a very dark song, or anything like that. Or even a very violent song, because there's some kind of violent sounding lyrics in there. But I kind of think on, the, once again, romantic gothic level, and take those lyrics and look at them as romance song as opposed to anything else. And that may seem kind of funny for people, that aren't really into that. But he says, blow out the candles on all my Frankensteins, at least my death wish will come true. You taste like Valentine's, and we cry, you're like a birthday. Just, the lyrics seem very romantic to me. Despite how dark they are and everything. One of my favorite lines in the song is, if you're Bonnie, I'll be your Clyde. And I thought that was a very sweet line right there. That was very tender. So the reason I like Marilyn Manson so much is pretty much everything. He inspires my poetry, he inspires my artwork, he inspires my look. General Bunny Manson is actually, a bunny general version of Marilyn Manson in a lot of ways. And I really like him. He is my all-time favorite musician, like, ever. I don't think that I would be able to give up his music anytime soon. There's a lot of people that within the goth culture, they don't consider him goth. And by all means, if you don't want to consider him goth and whatnot, I think that he has a lot of very gothic attributes to him, and a very kind of gothic look that he has. I call him alternative. I kind of consider him gothic, like I said, in some ways, but I consider him just an alternative. That way it kind of covers everything, that he's just, an alternative singer and an alternative artist. His artwork really inspires me because he is actually one of my favorite artists of all time. And I've loved his music before I even knew that he could paint, and then when I found out that he could paint, and it just blew my mind, the things that he could do with watercolors. And I wish that I had that ability to work with watercolors like that. I've never been one for working with watercolors. They're lost on me in a lot of ways because I can't seem to get that same emotion into them as he does. So I commend him on that. So that is awesome. And all in all, I would love to meet this guy. I would absolutely love to meet him. Just kind of sit down and talk art with him, or talk music, or poetry, whatever it may be. That would be amazing because, he's one of my biggest idols and one of my biggest inspirations. So, yeah, that is the reason, all in all, that I like Marilyn Manson. So, now you know. And this is General Bunny Manson. Love you, my little bunnies.